Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Right Back. So I wanted to do this video from a very long time, a sit down video where I can talk more about the channel, about me, but never got a chance. But I think now is actually a good time to do this because finally the channel is reaching beyond friends and family, and that's very exciting and motivating for us. So I have broken this video into 4 parts. Number 1 is about me. Number 2, how did we start, or at least how did we think about starting a YouTube channel. Number 3 being about deciding the name, Be Right Back. And number 4 is about way forward and what to expect on this channel in the future. So my name is Madhur and I currently live in Gurgaon with my wife Sugandha, and I actually hail from Meerut. That's where I did my complete schooling from. That's where my family lives. And right after finishing my schooling, I moved to Delhi for my college education. And after 2 years of my college education, I moved to Ahmedabad, then I moved to Pune, Mumbai, sometime in Bangalore, sometime in Punjab. So I think apart from the east part of the country, I have spent decent amount of time, 1 or 2 years in almost every city, every key city across the country. So I have good experience of meeting a lot of diverse cultures and experiencing different geographies of our country. After that, I finally moved back to Gurgaon, and I think I'm going to be in the NCR region for a good amount of time. So not planning to move again anytime soon. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Okay, so number 2 is how did we decide upon starting a YouTube channel. So this actually goes little far off till my childhood. So I come from a joint family where we were 6 kids in the house, and we did not even know the difference between cousins and siblings because we were that close to each other. And this family had a knack for storytelling, be it my grandparents or my father. So that is something that we grew up around, and our grandmother would make all the kids sit around her and tell us interesting stories from her childhood, from her growing up age, the independence of the country, and how did she handle her mother-in-law, etc. So we had that interest of listening to her all the time. And the great thing was that a lot of times she would actually tell the same story again and again, but we would not lose interest because those were so exciting, and she would actually get very happy while she's telling it because as per her, she's telling it for the first time. So we knew that if you listen to her, it makes her really happy. So yeah, it was a thing that we were doing for each other. And the same qualities actually came into my father. Even if he would go to a market and buy some groceries and come back home and something happened on the way he would narrate that story is just amazing. He would reach that climax of the story, add some surprise elements to it, keep us super hooked till the end, and then finally reveal what happened. So you call that hero's journey in storytelling. So he has this quality naturally in him. So I think probably 5% of that came into me. And right after I got married to Sugandha in 2020, she probably identified this, and she realized that I'm super talkative, I can tell stories, and I like to take good pictures. She saw some of my pictures that I took during the college time, and she saw those pictures and she said that why don't you consider starting a YouTube channel. So in the first instance, I actually felt that probably it's just a joke and there is nothing serious about it. But I gave it a week's time and I actually thought about it that we anyways travel a lot, and we like to meet new people, we like to experience new places, we like to experience new properties. So why not start capturing them into interesting story formats and share them on YouTube and then see how the response goes. And what I did in the first part of it was that I started watching a lot of other YouTubers, and I felt that we could do this. I felt that if you look at the first few videos of other YouTubers who started out, the quality that they start from and the quality that they reach in a year or 2 years is a tremendous journey. The graph is just incredible, and I felt that I probably fall somewhere in the middle because I have decent knowledge of camera work and I can frame well, etc. So I felt that probably I don't have to start from that scratch level that other YouTubers do. I could probably catch up from 25% of the journey and probably accelerate the process and be able to do something about it. So that's how we decided that okay, YouTube is happening. And the next part was deciding on the name. So deciding on the name was super duper important for both of us because we wanted it to be unique. We did not want any cliche name, and we still wanted it to, give that feel of what we are trying to do. So we, at that point of time, I remember I was traveling somewhere for work, and Sugandha and me were texting each other some options of names, and probably she got busy somewhere and she just wrote BRB, which is a simple way to say that give me a few minutes. And I felt that probably she's recommending a name, Be Right Back, and I felt it's a great name, and let's think about it, because I got super convinced about it. And I think then we did not connect back for another 3-4 hours, so I utilized that time to create some logo options. And by the time we reconnected, I sent her these options that you suggested this name and these are the logo options. So she first told me that okay, firstly this was not a recommendation, but secondly the logos look awesome, the name looks perfect because it encapsulates the feeling of taking a break from your personal commitments, your work commitments, and going exploring somewhere, and then being right back to whatever you do. So I think that connected with both of us, and both of us got super convinced about it right in the beginning, and that's how the name happened. So yeah, Be Right Back was actually an accident and not really a super well planned name or anything like that. And that brings me to the last part of this video, what to expect in the future from this channel. So our key focus is that we try to create stories, we have end-to-end story narrations, and then we are able to connect with the audience in a manner that they feel that they just heard one beautiful story instead of looking at a travel guide. So that's one key element that we're trying to regularly focus on, that it should not come across like a travel guide, because there is a big difference between a travel guide video or a storytelling video. Hopefully they would like it, because these stories are going to be just amazing. And also our travel videos, whenever we are doing just a property review as well, so if you go back and look at all the videos, they have a story narration to it. Like for example, one of my personal favorites is the Singtom Tea Estate video, where it's very fascinating how the history and the present and the people who live in that village have all got stitched into a single thread, and all of their lives are connected. So it's not just a property review, but it's actually beyond that. People who built that up, people who founded that place, so all of that is super interesting. So that's the overall idea. Whenever there's a new video uploaded, people expect it to be a great story, and whenever you're demanding 10 minutes of somebody's life on a YouTube channel, I personally would want that by the end of those 10 minutes, the person who's watching it is able to feel content about it, and he's able to carry some emotion with him by the end of the video. And I would want that emotion to be of calmness, relaxation, and be able to disconnect from their day-to-day busy lives and be able to just fully connect in the video. So that's the idea that I have in mind, and hopefully we'd be able to continue doing that. So that's the idea. And yeah, we have a solid calendar in place where we are meeting great people, visiting some fantastic places around the world, and all of those will get captured and be published on Be Right Back. And yeah, if you're thinking where am I today, so this is beautiful Leh, so expect a lot of content coming from Leh Ladakh very soon. And until our next video, Be Right Back.